what's your favorite part of the song for Say What You Must Say? So my favorite part of Say What You Must Say is coming out of the bridge, going into the final chorus. And there's this really cool synth 30-second note thing that's going on that we had to program in, but coming out of this really cool halftime groove and then hitting this, it's like just like that, right? And then going right into the final chorus of Say What You Must Say. I think that's my favorite part of the song. I know that's my favorite part of the song.
So my favorite part of Say What You Must Say is the second verse. It started out just like the first one. Obviously, that's how it works, right? But we said, how can we make this different? How can we make it exciting so it doesn't get stale? And we put a lot of more rhythmic stuff in here. So we kind of went away from the chord progression a little bit and just kind of stayed on the root and made everything sort of more rhythmic. We had the guitar doing the 16th notes underneath it, and then that rhythm with the octaves, like that. And it slowly progressed, and as we went through the second half of the verse, we added even more. And obviously some really good pinch harmonic thing at the end on the high note. But also then we said, hey, what if we did something a little different in the first half too? And we gave it this sort of sealed off kind of underwater vibe, which I had an idea for. It didn't quite turn out, honestly. It didn't quite turn out exactly how I pictured it in my head, but it got pretty close. So I'd say that's my favorite part, just because we got to do something a little different and kind of shake it up from its original form.
Great question. So my favorite part of the production process is finding the right sounds that worked all together. So like in a production like Say What You Must Say, there are so many sounds going on, so many synthesizers, and so many little intricate things that are happening that by themselves are very simple, but put together make it very complex. So my part is doing the sound design. I really enjoy the sound design and finding the right virtual instruments and finding the right plugins and stuff to just make everything gel. That's my favorite part of the production process.
So my favorite part of the production process for Say What You Must Say was getting, it kind of relates to the first part of my favorite part of the song. So was getting to just experiment with some different sounds, some different feels, and again, how can we make this a little more exciting, kind of change things up. And so trying the different filters, the different EQ sweeps, the things we did underneath, again, to make that sort of underwater sound. That was really cool, messing with that. Hearing all the different synths and arpeggiators that Kyle had been playing with. It was really cool. So really just trying different things on this one. All you need was a little more straightforward, well, comparatively. But with this one, we tried to experiment, branch out a little bit, and take the things we've learned and really try and do things that add to the song. So that was my favorite part.
John and I are really huge 80s movies fans. So this whole last cycle has been really inspired by that kind of music, the 80s rock, the huge power ballads in these like 80s kung fu movies or action films, So I like to visualize this song being like underneath some kind of really emotional montage of what's going on in the movie. So like if it was in Karate Kid or something, or like in Cobra Kai, like that's what I've been kind of feeling lately. Like I feel like this would be so cool to have this being in the background while the guys are training for the fight, or they're working through something, and this song is just like pushing it over the edge and giving this intensity and showing what they're up against. I just feel like that's really cool, and that's what I kind of feel, that it would be a really cool thing to have like a sync licensing thing for.
So when listening to Say What You Must Say, I think this is probably the same answer Kyle gave, is it really feels like part of a movie or something, or a TV show where someone's really like, it's almost like a training montage, right? I need a montage. If you ever watched South Park. But it gets that feel to me where it's like really pushing forward. The music kind of drives forward, so it shows this forward progress, again in my head. And again, as the song goes on, we add kind of more and more instrumentation, especially when the second chorus and third chorus hit with the keyboard, the stabs that come in on the quarter notes. That really feels like it amps it up and really puts sort of a, it's not more tension, but it's just more intensity, I guess. Not tension, intensity. And that really kind of adds this extra drive to it. So I feel like it's somebody's making progress somewhere, whether it's a movie or a TV show or even a video game. Like somebody's stepping up and really doing what they need to do, which apparently is saying what they must say. So I think that was probably really what comes to mind. I know Kyle said something similar to that. So.
It's got. I mean, top three. It's got to be either Captain Crunch, Cocoa Krispies, or Lucky Charms. That's probably going to be my. If I had to pick one, it's got to be the Captain Crunch because it's very crunchy. All right. Well, this has been Kyle from Rewired answering the wires crossed video questions.
So, well, I don't eat a whole lot of cereal anymore, but I'll say. Going back to my childhood, the classic I think was Cocoa Krispies. It's hard to go wrong with that. So if I was going to sit down, rock out to this tune, have some cereal, it would be that.